Hi, beautiful. I hope you had a lovely start into the new year. I hope you found, if you felt like a word for your year, and I hope if you found it inspiring, you created your mood board. If you ever want to share it on Instagram and tag me, and I would love to share it along. Whatever you share, I always love sharing along and just connecting there. So reach out to me there or reach out to me in the comments below. Join my newsletter or whatever feels like the easiest way to be connected. And today, I'm Eos Koch. Today I want to share a little bit more about the small steps. The small steps in life, the small steps in business. And a lot of times, especially in the beginning of the year, it feels really overwhelming because it feels like this big goal that we set for ourselves for the year ahead. I don't do that so much anymore, but still it is good to reconnect with that. And I also think the winter time is actually not the perfect time to connect like to the blooming. It's really the time where we are still in silence and where still the nature is kind of like silent. If you're on the northern hemisphere, if you're in summertime in Australia, it's a little different. You're in the full bloom and in the full like expansion, and both is beautiful. So if you took like the actions, you may notice that you already start feeling overwhelmed or feeling like there's so much to do. How could I ever get there? I totally felt it for myself a little bit when I wrote down my goals, my intentions, my direction. There is some kind of pressure that can come with that. And for me, it's really, really important to let go of that pressure because I don't want to build my business in the modality of I have to do, and I have to show up, and I have to I don't want to have the shorts. Therefore, I have my own business. I have my own business exactly because I want to flow with inspiration, and I want to show up from that place of fullness and of really being inspired on the expansion and abundance. So what I do for that is really counting and connecting to the small steps. For myself, I do have a ritual. I do have the ritual of checking in every end of the week. Every Friday I check in, and I would suggest to you to do something similar, whatever day feels right for you. And to just, for me, it's just what am I grateful for? What am I grateful for in this week? What happened that I'm really feeling like, whoa, I'm so happy that this happened for me. And just to collecting these smaller steps, these weekly steps, if we do that over a period of time, they add up so much. And it also trains us to really create these opportunities for ourselves. So what do I want to create for next week? And how do I want to check in for this week? What are the things that I can collect? What are the things I'm grateful for? So if you have like some big goals, just really like that one idea for myself would be just really break it down to the smallest step that you can think of. If you have like a big goal, like for me it is impact, and impact for me means to like really contain my energy and being present with what is, and showing up from a place of personal power, from a place of spaciousness with grace, and also like creating an expressive way of myself, how I want to show up. And therefore, like one of my really small steps was to sign up for voice lessons, and it's one of the most scariest steps for me. I just signed for my first lesson and just did like a discovery session, and I just know that if I go into that direction, even if that little thing right now feels like kind of insignificant, if I sign up and if I do this little small step, I go into that direction. There's just things that set me up to go towards where I want to go. And I still can change idea. I still can change and say, oh, it's not for me, or I still want something else. So if you have a goal that feels kind of big, if you came up with something that feels like kind of, how could I ever get there? Try to think about like something really, really small that you can do today. And then just do the next thing and do the next thing. It really is like what brought me here to the place where I am, having a beautiful business that sustains me, that holds me, where I work with the most beautiful clients. It really was the small steps. It was showing up fully and showing up fully for the next step and showing up fully for the next step before I felt ready. I certainly do not feel ready for the voice lessons. Maybe you will notice then a difference once I show up again. But I think it is this kind of action steps that we do before we feel ready. That we just sign up for something, or that we just put out an offer, or that we just do the next steps, or that we just get it done in a way. And it's always about holding ourselves accountable. It's always about leading ourselves. So for today, I just want to really inspire you. One little action step, please share it either below in the comments, or like I mentioned in the beginning, come over to Instagram and share it and tag me so I can hold it for you. And I am really excited because I am reopening the doors of my membership, where we really are tending to these smaller steps. That's a space where we come together 2 times a month, once with a coaching session where we all have our own topics and also the topic of the month, and once to a co-working session where we co-work 90 minutes, where you come with your own things, with your own little action steps, and you do them in a whole space together in the group. And then we have sometimes some meditation, sometimes some worksheets, whatever feels inspiring, whatever you need, and also some audio affirmations. So if this interests you, join the waitlist. It's also below in the comments. And I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful day.